Hey guys, welcome back to Tamriel College. I'm Zod. This is gonna be the start of something new. I want to start doing Elder Scrolls Online news like once a week, maybe twice a week, but we'll start out doing it once a week. It's gonna be something I'm gonna start doing here. I'm probably gonna put this out in audio form also. So basically, like, put a lot of time into this game. I want to promote the game. I don't get paid or anything. I'm not sponsored or anything to promote it. I just like the game. And there's always, like, I always talk to people in my Discords who say, like, hey, I'll post something and, like, how do you know about this? And it's interesting, like, the amount of stuff that people either just miss or they just don't see it or whatever. So I'm going to start taking stuff probably like once a week, and we'll put it out in this, we'll put it out in this little like short form like video, and then like I said, I might take the audio and run it like separately. It's like a podcast maybe. But yeah, guys, yeah, like I said, welcome to episode 1 of we'll call it the Tamriel College Tribune. That's what we'll call it. So a couple things here on the screen you can see. Let me pull these up. So basically we've got the Imperial City DLC event. It's free. It's going to be Imperial City DLC is going to be free, and you're going to be able to earn bonus rewards during the celebration event. So, basically, starting on Thursday, September 5th at 10 a.m. EDT, which I think is Eastern Standard Time. I always get confused whether they put EDT. And it'll run until Monday the 16th. So it's just about like 10 days. Basically, during this event, they have these events every year. During these events, you can you basically get like double drops. You're going in Imperial City during and for the foreseeable future. After this, it's going to be completely free. Yeah, so basically they're adding Imperial City, everything with the Imperial City DLC to the game for free. So, White Gold Tower, ICP, Imperial City Prison, it's Imperial City itself. It's a really good change. There's some cool stuff that drops out of those dungeons. The helm that drops off the boss in ICP is pretty good for tanks. White Gold Tower, not so much, although there's a healing set in there that's pretty useful. There's a skin you can get in Imperial City that's really good. So it says right here, that's right, from now on and for the foreseeable future, you can acquire the Imperial City DLC game pack for 0 crowns from the DLC section of the Crown Store. I will include this article and all the other articles I show you in the actual like description for the video. So this is awesome. And then I guess there's a Imperial City Collector's Bundle, which is going on sale in the Crown Store for 3,000 crowns. It doesn't list. Oh, here it goes. Imperial City Collector's Bundle includes Mind-Shriven Horse, Mind-Shriven Skin, Daedra Pet, 5 Crown Store Experience Scrolls, in addition to the DLC game pack itself, which is interesting because it's free. I don't know. That's odd. But so it seems like you're basically just buying the mount, the skin, the pet, and the crown scrolls with 3,000 crowns. And it says to enter the city, open up your we already got a lot. All right, so during this event, you'll get double 12-hour drops, double chance of picking up the Stonefire pet, which this is actually in the Imperial City, double chance of getting the Soul Shriven skin, double key fragments, double material drop from Trove Scamps, double 12-hour stones from sacks obtained from cunning scamps. They're in Imperial City. They're like, I don't know if anyone here's ever or listening to this ever played, is that Diablo or Diablo 3? I think had them. They're like the little treasure scamps. That's basically what it is. And then double the amount of drops from bosses in the Imperial City and the dungeons. So, I wonder, it doesn't actually specifically say double helm drops, but that would be neat. You can earn these rewards by participating in all aspects in Imperial City. Yep. Okay, so event tickets. So defeating the final boss of either of the Imperial City Prison Dungeon at White Gold Tower will drop a you can say, so it says during the Imperial City celebration event, you can earn event tickets by completing the following activities. Okay, so you can actually earn event tickets by beating Lord Warden or whatever Kina, Molag Kina, I guess, from Imperial City or White Gold Tower. Although it doesn't say if that's normal or vet, so we'll have to test that. I'm not sure. I'll keep you guys updated on that. And then slaying a patrolling monster in the Imperial City streets or mini boss within the Imperial City sewers. Interesting. So I wonder if this is for bosses in IC. It looks like it. Interesting. Okay. When completing one of the above activities, you'll earn 2 tickets per day. I assume that's across your whole account. You can only turn 2 a day. That's usually how it works. You can't do like 2 on one character and then 2 on one character and like 2 on one character. That's not normally how that works. Imperial City celebration event is first opportunity to acquire Onyx Berries of Growth. So this is the Indrik. Basically, you get the nascent Indrik. Or you make the nascent Indrik into the Onyx Indrik. So it's the black one here. I'll pull it up on screen. It's this one. It's the one that a lot of people want. It's actually really pretty. Okay. When you combine this berry with the other 3, or with the other 3 from the other Q3 events, one still to be announced. Okay, yeah, got it. All right. This is interesting. So, in addition to Indrik berries and feathers in Presario, so a selection of Imperial and Daedric themed furnishings. You can actually, so you can actually get the Stonefire pet and the Soul Shriven skin that normally will drop off Molag Bal. The skin drops off Molag Bal in IC. You can actually buy those for tickets. I have an opinion on that. I won't give it to you. I'm just objectively just reporting on this. But yeah, it's fine. Let's see. Besieged by la 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 la. Okay, so that's that. So yeah, so basically, after this event starts tomorrow, until the foreseeable future, I guess everything in the Imperial City DLC will be free. That's pretty neat. I will tell you that I suspect, they've already sort of nerfed those dungeons, but if it's going to be base game, it's a base game thing now. I wonder if they'll nerf them a little more. And the reason I say that's because like base game dungeons are typically easier than DLC dungeons. So I almost wonder if like they'll make that more accessible, which you can have an opinion on either way. Okay, so some other things I wanted to go over. Okay, so take this with a grain of salt. Take both these things I'm about to show you, this thing and the next thing, with a grain of salt. Please. So this first thing I'm going to show you guys is, it was datamined. Some of this stuff I think was already datamined a while ago, but this stuff was datamined. It may or may not be coming in the Crown Store or in-game. We don't know when. Just grain of salt. Okay. So we got this really cool looking hat. Oh, look at that hat. I'll be wearing that hat on my tank. 100%. Fat Boy will be wearing that. Looks like Moon Sugar Meadow, Wraith Home, which is probably interesting. I don't do housing, but that looks interesting. If it's like a dungeon. I've already looked through here. Some of the stuff I'm really interested in. Like this. Oh my good lord. Plague-born Sench Panther. Boy. Oh my lord. And this, it's a werewolf. It's a vampire wolf, I think. Ooh. All right. Let's see. New Moon stuff. That looks dope. Whoa, look at that, man. Let's see. Gray Smoke Forge Bear. Yeah, this Grizzly Horse Mummy. Oh, wow. Guys, look, it's a mummy horse. What? This is neat. I'm assuming this stuff is a summit like this mummy horse. I'm assuming this is stuff that'll come during the like Witches Festival, like Halloween, October. Dungeon Explorer costume. That actually looks pretty neat. Crown crates, which we knew about. We knew about this. New Moon stuff, the preview crate, that we already actually knew about this. That's rewards for this month. Some of this stuff, like I have this, or I thought I had this already. I think somebody gifted me this. Unless this is different. Some of this stuff is already out. This looks awesome, by the way, guys. Look at that. Or this one. It's Pirate Skeleton. And then the weapons are in here. Obviously, this is all stuff we're gonna get at some point. This looks dope. The shield. I wonder what this does. What if it makes you like invincible forever while you hold it? All right. So New Moon stuff. New Moon shield looks so neat. That New Moon shield I will be getting. I will be getting that for sure. Let's look at the rest of this. That looks kind of neat. That sword looks pretty cool. The bows, all right. The maul. What is the staff? Oh, the staff looks kind of goofy. All right, cool. So this I'm really excited about. So check this out. So this, I'm assuming in the next DLC, Dragonhold, we're going to be getting something. An arena, dungeon, something, because usually that's what they do. They'll put some kind of arena in or something. This looks awesome. I kind of hope that this is coming soon because this looks really cool. I'll use this. I have a couple characters I'll use this on. Witch's Infernal Familiar. It's a kitty. It's a witch kitty. Spectral Chicken is really neat. I'll have to get this. Let's see. Haunting Match. Let's see. Yeah, these are really neat. Ooh, Green Lighting Crystal? That's cool. Emerald. Ooh, they're gonna let you put little buggies in your house. Mafala, I think we already got that last year, didn't we? So some of this stuff I feel like we already got. Oh, that's neat. You can put shadow tendrils, guys. Whoa! All right, music box, the Ghost of Frostfall. I don't know if that's in the game yet. I just don't do housing. All right, we're gonna look for this last one. Dormant Volcano. Huh. What? What? Okay. So this is prologue stuff. Interesting. All right, and then there's some of this facial stuff. That looks awesome. Oh man. Oh, buddy. Death Dealer body markings. Those look neat. Look at those, guys. And like I said, grain of salt, guys. Don't know if any of this stuff is even coming. It's just Datamine stuff. Oh, that's dope. If they put these out, I'll buy these. Oh, for sure. Those are neat. Huh. And then Moongrave Fane. Looks like Moongrave Fane. Those are pretty neat. That shield looks dope. Let's see. This stuff we already know about. This stuff's already in the game. Emoticons. I think that's it. All right, cool. Yeah, so that's all Datamine stuff, guys. That's stuff that might be coming soon. I just saw somebody post that article today, so I figured I'd take y'all through that. Last two things I want to show you. Mega grain of salt. Okay, so Zas. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. So Zas actually had a thing this week where people basically at PAX got to come out and test. They got to come out and test Dragonhold early, so I have some things that people posted. Like I said, this isn't like insider information or anything. It's not insider information. It's just like basically people in my Discords have been posting stuff like from the event, not pictures or anything. Pictures weren't allowed. It's just like them having conversations with the developers. None of this is under NDA or anything, and all of it is grain of salt. So first thing, like I said, this is stuff either coming in the future very soon or coming in Dragonhold, and none of this is confirmed, so do not freak out. So it says class should always be first. Every class should be unique. We talked about the new bound. I'm assuming he's talking about bound armaments. He mentioned none for Maxorc because they're already unique and have identity. Wants to bring other classes to Maxorc. You know what's funny is this contradicts what other thing I'm about to read you, but it's fine. New bound armament. New bound arms is orb per light attack. Basically, you're getting back a bunch of regen. Plus 10% increase. Oh, so you're getting 10% increased light attack damage and 8% stamina. So this person tests Soul Trap. Both Soul Trap tots were 8k, but they also didn't have any gear on. They had like terrible gear on, so it was like 12k. Post coming in a week or two explaining class changes. They said class should always come first. Every class should be unique. Dot meta's dead, which I keep hearing. They brought everything down to build it up. Dots are way too strong. Apparently Darien, there's some Easter egg in Palantine that people there's something going on with Darien, or there's some Easter egg in Palantine. Class rework is going. DK Templar, Stamsork need more identity. Okay, cool. So this next one has a lot of language in it, and I'm going to not read any. I'm going to try not to read any of that. So it says, Zos knows they messed up the dot meta. They're looking at bringing it down a bit, but not by much. There's a piece in here about class diversity. Again, we're going to see something like a week or so. This guy did a lot of testing on Stamsorks. If you're interested in that, it's basically what we're going to go over here. This is interesting. So again, Great Assault, it says Daedra Curse is getting a bonus pet damage built in on the base morph to provide a bit more synergy with pets and stuff. It says Haunting stays the same. Daedric Prey is now getting turned into a stamina morph. So they're basically putting the pet damage. So the way it worked before, and again, Great Assault, I'm going to keep saying that. The way it works now is Daedric Prey is the morph that gives the pet damage, the bonus pet damage. They're putting that on the base morph and then making it a stamina morph, which is cool. And it says, and it now debuffs, it gives major faction, major breach for 8 seconds. It's pretty neat. And then it says, when I asked, they said they want Stamsork to feel like a burst class like Maxork. And it says, this is really interesting. So it says, they're reworking how dots are applied in PvP. Battle Spirit's going to add a unique rule set that prevents people from stacking identical dots on a target. It says, okay, so he gives an example. It says, so like if you cast Degeneration on a target and someone else hits the same target with Degeneration, their Degeneration overrides yours. Only in PvP. Only in PvP, according to this. They're basically tying that to Battle Spirit. So basically Battle Spirit, if you're not aware, is when you go into like Overworld Cyrodiil, I think it's just in the CP. I think it's just CP. I don't think Battle Spirit applies to non-CP PvP, but I could be wrong. It might. Actually, it might. I think it does. Yeah, it actually does, because it affects healing and a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't not CP PvP because I'm a Zergbad, but that's okay. So basically, it's like it evens out all the stats and it like nerfs healing. I think like by like 50% and like does some other stuff. But it's only in PvP. So they're tying dots to that. Yeah, that's really interesting. And basically they said that I guess stacking dots, each dot ticking, was massively negatively affecting their what is it, like server calculations. So that's super interesting. It's gonna apply to all dots, every dot in PvP. That's so crazy. It's interesting. All right, so guess that's why they're not gonna nerf dots that much, because of the new rule set. Anyway, more Sork stuff. Clan Fear is now stand morph. Scales off stand with weapon damage. That's pretty cool. Whoops. Anyway, so I'm trying to scroll this. So it says, PTS build also buffed rebate. Now it gives back 3 stats whenever a pet dies. Didn't see any changes for Dark Magic skill line. Only change in Stormcalling I saw when this build was Mage's Fury. Duration reduced to 3 seconds, but the damage is increased a butt ton. It says, guess they thought Maxark needed that buff. They do for PvE. I don't know a lot of people who use that execute anymore. Few changes in weapon skill lines. Draining shot nerf. Range reduced to 10 meters. Onslaught 8 nerf. Reduced damage and reduced duration for the bonus penetration. Snare immunity also nerfed. It says, I think they're gonna standardize and have shuffle be best in slot for snare removal. Make medium armor the mobility spec, which is kind of interesting. I mean, that's how it should be. Although light armor, I think, gets this movement speed buff, but it gets in the passives. I think for light armor. I think it's called like Twinkle Toes or some nonsense. Whirling Blades also 8 nerf. This kind of sucks for people who spam that, although I don't know. There's other stuff you can do. 50% maximum scaling instead of 100% now. I thought they already nerfed. I thought they nerfed that and then buffed it again. But anyway, cast time still on Onslaught Dawnbreaker. I asked Lambert about them. They said they're not budging on them. They want counterplay options. Yeah, I think those timers are like, but you know, whatever. I don't PvP a lot, and I don't really use Dawnbreaker. It's just kind of it kind of sticks to you. Like if you're in a sticky situation in PvE, especially in a DK, and you want to get some damage out and get some health back, and you're used to like Dawnbreaker bar swap, which is what we did for like 5 years. You have to wait like a half a millisecond and then bar swap, and it just kind of messes with your brain. But it's fine. So this next part's very interesting. It says, I also asked about proc sets and how they were making Battlegrounds and CP bad, and he said, and I quote, proc sets are also something we're revising. They will have a universal 5-second global cooldown on all offensive proc sets. They will have a universal 5-second global cooldown on all offensive proc sets. A grain of salt, guys. I don't know if that's true. There are some PvE builds, like, so as far as damage goes, there's not a ton of, like, so it says Undaunted stuff, which makes me think they're going to be messing around with the Undaunted helms because they're all procs. Mostly, not all of them, but mostly. Some of them give you straight stats. I don't believe that about the Undaunted helms because some of them have a longer cooldown than 8 seconds, so they're just going to make them all 5 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any, that doesn't actually make any sense to me. As far as PvE sets to do damage for competitive rating, I mean, there's a few. I think Burning Spellweave, it sounds like, would take a nerf. Although I don't remember off the top of my head what the cooldown is on that anyway. Like I said, I don't think it's going to negatively affect, like, the rating scene. People don't typically wear, like, proc sets. Not, like, offensive proc sets, right? Like, you wear stuff, like, I mean, it's going to affect if you're in Zons, I suppose. Which will suck. It's going to be mostly helms. It's not going to be 5-piece sets. But, yeah, so it's basically said if you proc, now it says offensive proc sets, not like healing. So it says if you stack proc sets, you're going to hurt yourself. That's really interesting. I don't know. We'll see. I don't necessarily believe that part. But we'll see. It says, Templar, DK, Stamp Circuit getting some additional changes to give them unique flavor. Magblade's in a bad spot. They're fully aware of this. Gonna get some changes maybe. So they're not. It's okay. So it says, I don't like faction locks. I won't give you the rest of my opinion on that. But basically, somebody asked them about. Somebody asked them about faction locks, and so what they're gonna do is it looks like they're gonna incentivize, like, you PvPing with your faction since you're locked, which is cool because, like I said, I used to farm those for transmute stones, and you can say what you want about it, but you know, Volendrung is fine. Aurel's Bow's the next artifact. They actually got to see that Aurel's Bow. So Aurel's Bow's the next one coming. Okay. PTS sometime after IC event, but before Witches Festival. So that's it, guys. So I think that's it. I don't really think there's anything else I want to talk about today. But yeah, guys, that's some of the stuff that sort of came down from this week. I I'm going to start doing these like once a week. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Message me Twitter, Discord, Twitch, wherever. Message me on here. As far as stuff, I'm going to leave links to all this stuff in the actual like comments, so you guys can see all this stuff yourself. Take all this stuff with a grain of salt, obviously. Also, I'm going to put these out, I think I'm going to put these out every Tuesday. If you guys want me to, like, if your guild has an achievement they got, or like, if you notice something I missed or whatever, because they're going to be very short and very brief, feel free to leave in the comment below, shoot me a message, I'll include it. Let's say your guild got a speed run or whatever, or you were like #1 world score or whatever, leave it in the comments, I'll shout you guys out. But that's it, guys, and I'll see you guys in Tamriel. Peace out, nerds!